Just trying to make sure I'm live. I do not have the game open yet because I was working all the way up until I went live. Because I spoke about it yesterday, but I started a new job as an independent contractor. And so that means I have to do all the work myself. I have to research things. I have to add things to my dashboard, and I have to maintain certain things. And they gave us a spreadsheet that has over 300 things on it that we have to copy one at a time and put it in the system, and it's tedious. So that's what I've been working on. Don't know how long I'm going to stream today, but I can downsize this and downsize that. I'll go ahead and get the game loading. Trying to use the time the best way I know how. And then I went and made some herb toast. We got this butter from this local place. We started using this place called Market Wagon, where they do like local deliveries from basically from farm to table. So they have farmers in the area that they pick up produce and stuff from, meat, eggs, dairy, vegetables, baked goods, all kinds of stuff. They even had like, I picked up a eucalyptus spray from them this past week. So this is the first time we had tried them, and they had these like pot pies because Jason really loves pot pie kind of things, but they were like flavored. And so we got one of each to try, and they were so good, and they're so big. We ordered 2 more. But I picked up some butter from a local dairy to try out because I love home churned butter. Why does the game seem so loud? But anyway, so here's the bread. It's got all kinds of like stuff in it. No, the butter was really hard, so it's hard to spread. And it's not salted very much, so it's mainly like heavy cream and then herbs and spices and stuff. So it's almost like unsalted by the fact that there's very little salt in it at all. And I've made butter before, so I'm used to doing that. Looks like I am live. Let me check all the platforms really quick. This would be good to go with spaghetti. And it's showing I'm live on Twitch as well. That's great. Probably won't get anybody from Twitch, but you know. And I did do a half an hour warning on this because I know Casey asked yesterday about whether or not I could give a warning. And on the one YouTube channel, I don't have a community tab, so I can't do like warnings or anything. On the other one, I do. But I just figured if I scheduled it, it should pop up. But right now it's like 6 a.m. in Germany, so I wouldn't expect him to pop in right now. Okay. And because we were, it says we were on day 17, so we're going to go ahead and load that. Oh, there's 2 people here. Hello. trying to remember where I was last night. Oh, hello. There are 3 people here. Say hello in chat. Oh, hi, Casey. Depends on where you're watching, but yeah, the one channel does have ads. Well, I think even when I'm not monetized on the other channel, I think they still show ads on that too. So you can't win for losing. So even when people don't monetize or can't monetize, YouTube still puts ads. Toxic gas. Sir, we have a situation. We've detected dangerous concentrations of toxic gases across the whole construction site. Breathing them will make people sick, but we'll keep them working. We have no choice. The gases are venting from the depths of the source, and their toxicity level changes constantly. We will monitor it and warn you about changes 24 hours in advance. Well, thank you. I mean, I do have this on. You know, because this isn't producing anything, I'm going to turn them off and see if this helps. Right now it's doing 250 coal a day. I've got a little bit of coal coming in extra, so let me see if I bump it up. Oh, now we were in the red. Well, I can go for a day or so. We'll see. Casey, did you see that I had scheduled this? I was working on other stuff for work. Because again, I have class in the morning. Yay, there's 5 more people. So let's see where I can put them. Okay, good. I'm glad you saw it because I wanted to make sure, because I really needed to get some of the other stuff done. I'm most of the way done with my list. I can probably finish the rest of it tomorrow, but because I'm an independent contractor, there's a lot of like self work that I have to do myself to get stuff ready for Monday. And we lost somebody on the training today, which I kind of expected anyways. So that doesn't always help. I'm trying to upgrade this and I need 50 steel. What do you mean from 12 to 11? I don't know what you mean by that. Please explain. My brain isn't awake. I crashed after work. I fell asleep. Wasn't feeling the greatest after like 5, and I slept until like 8:30 or 9. So my brain's still sleepy. Oh, that's something I could do. We could vote on a care house. And then let's build that, which is here. Boop. Now they have somewhere to go. The amputee that we have and the 3 sick people, but they're being treated. So let's see. There it is. And then we can, there's 3 people here. So this one's going to be 21 hours a day, or this one's going to treatment. So I can feed them and it drops 23 hours and 14 hours. Oh, no, training is from 9 a.m. till 4 my time. So I'm in training for like 8 hours a day. So we start at 9, and then today we ended just at 4. Yesterday it was a little early because we did a test, so we got out as soon as we finished the test. And then the day before that, we couldn't get into the system because we were waiting on like passwords and stuff, so they let us off like half an hour early. So training's actually been really easy. Tomorrow we do phones, and I hate phones. I hate being on the phone. I hate talking on the phone. I hate calling people. I hate fucking phones, man. Which is probably why nobody ever calls me, because I hate being on the phone. But we're supposed to go over. Oh yeah, there was initially 19, and it went down. There was only 13 of us that showed up on Wednesday for training that started. And then we went down to 12 yesterday. And then today, one person didn't show up. So, yeah, we're down to 11. Lake full of fish is depleted. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm going to send them here to the small waterfall. It says rapidly flowing stream cut a deep ravine through the plains. We can see a small waterfall in the distance. So we're going to send our foraging team there. And we have a foraging team here that's going to work for another 2 days. Hoot, hoot. Oh, it's work time. It's like, what's hooting? I know I need to bring more people in to build because I'm behind. I'm 4 days behind schedule. But I can't do anything until I get more steel. I'm like 20 steel behind. As soon as I get that 20 steel right now. So now I can upgrade this. It's going to take 8 hours to research. This allows tier 3. And that gives me the ability to unlock safety improvements, optimize protection, innovative processes, safety improvements, ventilation, plant coupling, and this says efficient something. No, phone calls are never fun when somebody is calling into customer service about something that doesn't work. Because 9 times out of 10, they're stressed out. They're ready to cuss you. They're pulling their hair out. They're taking out their anger on anybody and everybody they can because they're in a bad situation. Uh-oh. I didn't do it. Fuck! What blew up? What happened? What'd you guys do? Who broke it? Oh, you motherfuckers. Work safety. Workers trapped. Sir, an explosion in the generator's foundation caused a tunnel to collapse, trapping several workers. Unfortunately, we can't send a rescue team since we don't have one. Ah, that's a piss poor planning right there, buddy. Due to low priority given to the workplace safety in the shaft, the crews working there lack adequate training. Since we can't send in a rescue team, we have to blow up the cave-in, which could then set us back 40%. And it will also trap the workers that are still alive. Or we can just keep working, just act like it's no big deal, and they're going to die anyway, so. I made sure, that's why I didn't turn on the safety procedures. Whoops. I didn't know I had to toggle that on. Should we go back? Oh. Yeah, yes, exactly. Workers are trapped when they're on the phone because you get a customer that calls in and says, "Hey, my shit's broke. Fix it." And you're like, we didn't break it. It's not broke on our end, so it sucks to be you. Fuck, I can't believe I forgot to toggle this on. So this was my mistake. The collapse-in technically is on me because I didn't toggle this little button right here, which says safety procedures are on. Workplace safety rises by 1. First strike, construction site strike. Sir, people are at the construction site stopped working. Bunch of freeloaders. A worker climbs an overturned wheelbarrow and shouts to his fellows, "We saved our friends, sure, this time. But as long as the deadline is more important than us, such catastrophes will keep happening. Who's going to slave now to repair the damage? And how many of us won't make it home in one piece? None of y'all. Go back to work. Y'all are gonna die." Sorry. Like really though, that's how they feel. So when this happens, work is low. You're behind schedule because I was taking too much time researching. So this means that they're mad, and you have to work with them being on strike. So it says, people working here on strike, this facility won't function until it's resolved. Negotiate with workers to end the strike. And then this says it takes 4 hours to cool down. I will start the negotiation process with the workers and try to resolve things peacefully. Y'all are all gonna fucking die. Just suck it up, Buttercup, and get your ass back to work. Problem solved. So these are the resolution options. Unfortunately, none of my choices are on here. Negotiation. Workers are on strike. Workers are angry and refuse to work. They shout about exploitation, terrible working conditions, and deadly dangers they face daily. What will you promise them? Well, you guys weren't promised anything. You were told not to research, not to ask questions, and just do the damn job. So why are you questioning shit now? So we can offer them the rest of the day off, try to appease them with extra rations, appease them with double rations, or need to think about it. You know what? Let's just feed them, because I'm always happy if you feed me. It says negative 100 food rations. Discontent will rise greatly. Workplace strike risk will fall. This one here says 50 food rations. Discontent will rise greatly. Demands might escalate. So we're just going to feed these motherfuckers. Y'all are just hangry. It'll be okay. Now what do you want? Who should we lean on? The first strike is over, but it won't be the last. We need to address the labor issues if we are to finish the generator on schedule. Workers would like to be given a voice and be involved in decisions, while engineers promise you results if you rely on their proven expertise. Will you empower the workers and establish a labor union, or strengthen the engineer's role and build the factory's inspectorate? It says you will have to build the factory's inspectorate. New labor laws will favor engineers if we do that. So, word of advice for real life and in this game: the people who do the work should help run the country. The corporations, all they do is earn the money. They don't pay the taxes. They don't help the people. They don't give back to the communities. So we're going to help the workers because they're the ones that actually deserve it. Like our politicians should be doing. Because the people should matter more than who's going to earn the most money. Money does not buy happiness, just saying. Okay, so we're going to do, let's see, what's this one? Collective bargaining. I can't do anything for 2 days, it says. So this is a negotiation person or workers' council. We'll probably do workers' council first. But I can't do a new law just yet because I have just enacted one. So people will be happy. Discontent just declined dramatically, which is great. And I'm going to turn on a longer workday just because they they were on strike, and it slowed shit down. Uh-oh. The ability to bring coal in just vanished. Fuck. So that means I'm going to have to turn this down. And that one I can disable. I mean, aren't workers the people that make the world go round? I mean, if we didn't have farmers out there tilling the field and sowing the plants and harvesting our food, and the truck drivers driving the stuff from one place to the other so that we have it to buy in the grocery store, we wouldn't survive. I mean, if you really think about it, the people that actually know how to do the manual labor, that know how to fix the equipment, the ones that are boots on the ground doing the work, they're the ones that should have more say. It's because they're the ones making the country work. Not trying to get all political and stuff. That's just how I see things, because of the fact that I know in this game in particular, if you don't favor the workers above the engineers, or in some of the other campaigns like the mayor or the Silver Spoon motherfuckers, the entire city is going to turn on you. And I think if this was put into reality, like in today's society, I think more shit might get done if you listen to the voice of the common people that are literally working every day to keep the country running. I mean, when we had COVID that hit, who was it that was keeping us running? The truck drivers that were driving the country, delivering the things, the farmers that kept food on the grocery store shelves for us. The factories had to close, but we still had meat products and dairy and, produce and stuff like that. That's what I think about. So, yeah. Sorry for the soapbox, but not sorry. Sorry, allergies are really bad today because the cat literally laid right across my neck earlier. So I had fur all up in the face. Just going to speed it up. We'll go a little faster. Foragers have reached the small waterfall. Wildlife signs, small waterfall. There are fish jumping in the waterfall. Not many, but enough for a meal for the team. Perhaps we'll find more upstream. So we're going to move on. Bubby was worried about me because my neck has been causing headaches really bad. And this side of my neck is hurting really, really bad. And every time I turn my head, my neck crunches and it sends pain shooting in multiple places. So, yes, I just talked about you. Hi, buddy. Speak of the devil, he just literally came in. Hi. What's up? You don't eat toast. Cats don't eat bread. He's been very, very needy with me since I got up. He didn't even want me to get out of bed. And Jack was also snuggled up next to me. He's over there curled up in a ball. I don't know. Can I show you him over there on the floor? Look past my knees right there. There's the other monster. Stuck in my finger. But yeah, Jack is over there. He's sleeping on that little bed thing behind the ring light. So, okay, so this says unknown site, rock arch. Send foragers here to learn more about this place. A tall rock arch towers above the northern plains. So that sounds interesting. The other option we could have done was the rapids. Up ahead, the stream goes over a series of rapids at the bottom of a deep gorge, which we can send these people to in a day and 7 hours. So it's not a big deal. So we'll explore that too. I mean, I've got plenty of food. I ain't worried about it. I need steel and coal right now more than anything. So I think if I don't have, Monday I'm going to call that doctor and see if they can get me in. I hope they're accepting new patients. And Jason says we're going to have to take an Uber or something up there because he does not want me riding the motorcycle to get up there because, and they do acupuncture there just so you know, because I know you asked. I don't do needles. I don't do needles well. I have piercings and tattoos, and I don't like needles. So, yeah, I can't. The thing that I can build technically to allow me to get more coal, I don't have unlocked yet. There was one thing I didn't explain yesterday. If you have enough space, you could technically build, but there's resources here I destroy. Wherever your building is for your workshop, if you build another one that touches this one, it actually causes the research to be sped up a little bit faster. But when you only have so many engineers, you kind of can't do that a whole lot. So I'm going to get, I'll do one of these and some workers. They're going to work. So it says the storage is full. But the thing is I had a building that was allowing me to collect that stuff, and it won't allow me to collect it any faster anymore. So I deleted the building, because usually you can do a gathering post. I'll build one just so you can see, because it doesn't take a whole lot to build it. And speed it up for just a second. Oh, hey, that's done. All right, so we're going to do efficient fans and ventilation stuff next, because we need to get the fumes out of there. So we need 25. And there we go. We got 25 steel. So the ventilation plant coupling allows us to add additional ventilation plants. And then this one here, efficient fans, a redesign of the ventilation plant using more efficient aeration blowers, which cuts coal use by 15%. So I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm going to come over here and unlock the charcoal kiln, which allows me to turn lumber into coal. But again, we need to vent the shaft first. So we're going to do that. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to be messing with no stinky fumes. All right, so he is at the next spot. Landmark rock arch. This strangely symmetrical rock formation looks like something built with human hands, but English is hard, but it's of completely natural origin. So we're going to search, and there was nothing to find. So we can either move on to the close tavern, or we can go to the rapids, and we'll just go to the rapids first. It's going to take us 10 hours and 12 minutes to get there. We still have 22 hours and 31 minutes there, so we're good on food. Plus, cooked food is like slab full, so I ain't worried about it. And we're giving them better food anyway, so they can put up and shut up. I'm waiting on this to finish building, because I don't... What? Oh, the whores have now been cured. They don't have the clap anymore. House of Pleasure, end the disease. Oh, no, wait. They do have it. Never mind. I should read. A group of our people decries your decision to carry on forced medical examinations of prostitutes. Look, if you don't want healthy whores, then, you punish the victims of a vice, and the men guilty both of the vice and the suffering of these women go unpunished. This has to end. Shut down the House of Pleasures. And to be honest, they will revolt if you shut it down. So if you do it, it says the House of Pleasure will no longer raise motivation, and motivation will fall, which is bad. And then if we say we can't afford it, discontent will rise. Well, right now, motivation's a little tenuous, and discontent is very low. So we're just going to keep the whorehouse open. And the thing is, dudes, if you were washing your shit and not porking anything that moved, and if they were allowed to clean up, but between the dudes porking them, they would be less disease ridden. Just saying. A little health announcement there. Keep your shit clean. If they get to clean, you get to clean, and everybody stays clean. You stop passing shit around so easily. Or if you could just wear a rain suit, rain jacket. Wear your slippery pajamas. One of those things will also help you from getting the clap. All right, that is done. This is full. This one here just farmed all the trees out, so we don't need any more. And that one's full. So I'm going to destroy the road from here to here because there's no point because it finished farming the last trees. And because we're waiting, we'll just speed it up. So the work shift is now over. We are still 4 days behind schedule. And we've got 75% progress. So I wonder, we're going to need 10 structural profiles and 10 steam exchangers for the next one. We've got 11 of one. But this takes 20 steel. That's the problem. I don't have the steel to build. Oh, where'd all you people come from? Oh, I guess I could. Now that that's built, let me see. Max. I just want to see if I put somebody in there, if it'll help pick up the stuff on the dock. I don't think it did last time. That's why I destroyed the building. Wildlife signs, the rapids. Here, close to the source, the stream is narrow and wild. We follow it walking along the edge of the gorge. So we're going to search. And there's nothing here. The stream flows rapidly at the bottom of the gorge. So we're going to move on to the closed tavern. It says, unknown site, closed tavern. It's hard to believe our eyes, but what we see looks like a typical roadside tavern. So we'll go. And we're going to speed this up so that we get back to work time. Because I want to see if this building, the gathering building, will allow us to pick up the steel from the docks. Because then that would be beneficial because I could pick up resources a little better. And then I'll put the building back over here as well. Got full of trees. We're running low on coal. Just worrying. Okay, transports arrived. We got more people, which is great. No gatherable resources in range. That's what I figured. So we're just going to delete the building. No point. But help if I turn the building back on. And of course, I just spent steel when I needed to research the next thing. So, duh. Okay, so closed tavern. The tavern looks deserted. The signboard over the door says Polestar L'Etoile Polaire. The second name is in French. It says there's food rations here, so we're going to explore it. Closed tavern, good old times. The tavern isn't abandoned after all. A rotund man is bustling about, hefting crates and chunks on a sledge. He introduces himself as the owner of the fine establishment. While the French were around, I had patrons all day long, workers curing hangovers with a breakfast, engineers drinking buckets of coffee over their maps and blueprints, and in the evenings all together working hard on the next hangover. All of them chatty in bloody French. Now it's over. Take whatever you need. I'm leaving for good. Site discovered, 3 graves. So we're going to take the resources, which gives us 188 food. And 3 graves is what we discovered out of that. So 3 dots stand out in the plain stretched out on the horizon, which means that, there's probably 3 dead people there. So we're gonna go inspect it. This one here has 36 minutes left, and then those people will be available again. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lot of interesting things in this game that you really have to pay attention to. I need 4 more steel. Come on. Hurry up. Gather, gather, gather. 2. Are you there yet? What? Oh, they're done. Okay, so because they're done, I can now come over here to the other property. Unknown site. Send foragers here to learn more about this place. The stream has its source in the mountains rising on the horizon. So we're going to send these guys here. It's going to take 1 day, 3 hours to arrive. Always having a steady food source in this game is key. I still have 3 people each in the little fishy huts. If I wanted to, because I have too much food, I technically could delete one of the fishing huts and build another dock. I may do that. Let me do that. Because I could bring in either more steel or more coal, because we're burning through more coal a day than we're bringing in. We got plenty of food. We got 19 empty houses, or 19 empty beds. Oh, duh. Research. Resources. Charcoal. Yes. Oh, shit, I didn't read that. My bad. Okay, charcoal kiln allows us to build charcoal kilns. Time takes 7 hours. It says uses intense heat to char up the wood 70, char up to 70 wood per standard workday, producing 240 coal. And because we need coal to keep the vents going, I'd like to keep the ventilation going 24 hours a day, but that's not always an option. I'm so far behind. Okay, so G opens the generator build. This shows me here the next stage because I'm working on this one. I need 10 steam exchangers and I currently have 3. So I need steel in order to build them. And then the next one, the heart of the generator, is going to take 25 steel composites and 50 structural profiles. The structural profiles only cost wood. So I could probably go ahead and get these suckers building for the next one. 20. What do you do? What do you want? Letters from home, boudoir photography. Sir, one of our people received a passionate letter from a lady friend, together with a highly suggestive photo. Are we going to allow this shameless debauchery? Yes. Yes, we are. We're going to let them have their dirty photos. That's funny shit. Okay. So I need 50 structural profiles there. So if I only need 10 and I just set 20 to build, oh, I'm out of wood. I better quit. Well, I built as much as I had wood for. Uh-oh. Milestone achieved. Next milestone, build the foundations. Before laying the foundations, which will support the massive bulk of the generator, you have to send your workers deep below the ground level and install the powerful tower pumps there. Hope you like the dark. So until I can get enough steam exchangers, because that's going to be a problem. Because I need 10. Oh, that's nice. It tells you in stock, queued, and total. So I need 6 more of these little guys here, the steam exchangers, before I can finish building this. The rest of it I have. So then I need to work on getting more of these, and this takes 20 steel each. And because I already have the structural profiles, I can go ahead and get this started so they can build that before you build the next part, which is where you go down. Okay, so pressure valves. The huge, I was reading that labor union not built. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. Whoops. We could do one of two things. Let's go back to the autosave just because I got distracted. And we're going to load that. And we're going to go back to day 20 so I can get that resolved. Because that was on my bad. I'll just speed stuff up. That's one good thing. You can always go back to an autosave if you fuck something up and try and recover. Okay, so what do we got going on? We got the fans going. We got 15 hours on here. Labor union needs 25 steel. Okay, so that'll be the next thing I work on. That's full. We're going to go ahead and destroy that and move them here. And we're going to get some of these building. And since that didn't work, we'll just take that off of there. Oh yeah, and I didn't turn this on. So, all right, now to speed this up. The nice thing is sometimes you can go back, and it just went back just a little bit, so I'm not completely hosed. Speed up. All right, so now we have the steel. We're going to build a labor union, which looks like it has to be built right on the damn thing. Fuck. Which means I'm going to have to destroy that. Just to get it where it needs to go. The forgers are going to have to wait. I'm busy. Okay, now build the labor thing. Building here will destroy resources. Well, you know what? Either way, we're fucked. So there you go. And then we can build the charcoal kiln thing and get that researching, and then go look at food. Okay, so this we've already read. We're going to send them to the 3 graves. The other guy we're going to send to the mountain. And then whatever I get, I'll start doing this more. Oh, duh. I think I'm going to be able to build. Build another dock. Because I think if I can get more coal coming in, that really. Oh, okay. There's the photo. So again, we let them have the photo. And there's more steel. Okay, and there's the build. It says milestone achieved. Next milestone, build the foundations. Before laying the foundations, which will support the massive bulk of the generator, you have to send your workers deep below the ground level and install the powerful tower pumps there. So that we know. And labor union built, so the motivation rose again, which is great. What the fuck do you want? News from London, abandoned site. Your first milestone is complete. Try to keep to the schedule. Meanwhile, after funding cuts and catastrophic accidents at Site 107, the project was scrapped and remaining workers scheduled for evacuation. If you can spare the men, order foragers to search these coordinates and recover whatever materials you can. We will have far from enough generators to evacuate everyone should the unthinkable happen. Your task is now even more important. Dun, dun, dun. So, yay for that, but we're just going to order a small shipment right now to get peoples in. What do you do? 48 workers. Okay, so since we built the shaft, we got the one shaft built. We're going to build the pressure valves next, which takes 30 people. And we're going to turn on safety precautions this time because I forgot last time. And we're going to turn on structural profiles because it allows for a little bit more safety. It says huge valves built of high quality steel will direct the flow of water and superheated steam to keep the pressure within design limits, protecting the generator against heat surges in the source, which, you know, you don't want a generator to blow up. Those are bad. That's a very scary thing to have happen. We're going to leave that alone for right now. Get off my screen. I'm waiting on this to build. What do you want? Okay. Landmark, 3 graves. The dots turn out to be graves. The headstones read Lob, Proloth, and Bellew. Bellew? Thought that was a bear. Who were they? Why were they buried in such a remote place? We'll never know. So we're going to move on. And because this looks like the site they were talking about, nature sculpture. Well, this has a storehouse here. We're going to go to the storehouse first, and then, because it's closer. So the storehouse says it looks like a huge storehouse of some sort. So we're going to go there. It takes 7 hours to get there. Come on, hurry up. You built yet? They do the majority of the building at night, you know. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this on for Cole and Max so we can get that started. And then do I have the materials to build a reloading station? We're going to put that there. And we can technically upgrade the docks. It says ships bring in large quantities of basic materials. Now, the thing is you have to get this done like sooner rather than later, because when the water starts to freeze, you are fucked and you're not getting any more ships. Like it'll send you a message and say last ship or something like that. And you're like, oh no, what am I going to do? So keep that in mind. And we can vote again. And we're going to do the Workers' Council. Working people will take part in the decision-making process through Workers' Council. This should give them an alternative to going on strike. After introducing this law, another one can be passed in 2 days. New building is the council square. Workers' motivation will rise slightly every day, because right now we're losing it. And that because of birds. Fucking birds. Council Square lowers strike risk for nearby workplaces by 1, and discontent will fall slightly. So now we've done that. Now we have another building that came up, so we should see it here. It takes 15 wood and 20 steel to build it. So then we just got to wait until we get 20 steel. And this one's ready to go. Storehouse. The storehouse is filled with crates used to transport steam cores, dozens of them, enough to power the entire fleet of dreadnoughts. Most of the crates are empty. Steam cores, s'il vous plaît, which means please in French. The sign over the entrance says, Ministre de la Marine et des Colonies entre Number 4, it's not surprising that other nations also seek refuge in the north, but the scales of this operation are astonishing. An ancient storekeeper opens the big ledger at our site. The old man apparently took us for French engineers. Bonjour, monsieur. Voici vos noyaux de vapeur. Veuillez signer ici et ici. Ça Devirant. I haven't spoken any French in ages, so I'm probably butchering most of this. Hang on, my chair just ate my pants. It's like there's Velcro on the arms of my chair, and it literally, I'm wearing like fuzzy pants, and it literally just shredded part of my pants. I hate this Velcro on this chair. Okay, let's see how much more of this I could butcher. Ça devrait être très suffisant pour repairer la creve-neige. He seems to be offering us a shipment of steam cores, but what the heck is creve-neige? It sounds like he's asking them to repair something. So let me alt-tab out because I'm actually curious. French to English. And C-R-E-V-E, I-A-G-E. Wait. Snowplow. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to type the whole thing out. See, I told you I knew it was they was trying to ask for something to be fixed. It says, hello, sir, voice your steam cores. Please sign here, and that should be enough to fix the snowplow. J'ai parlé français un petit. So we're just going to nod and sign the papers. And we'll get the steam core. Busted. We were just about to leave the storehouse with the steam cores, and a group of workers confronted us saying something in angry sounding French. We'll report later. Contact lost. No! Fuck. Okay, let's see if I can go back. Okay, good. It says day 21, so we're going to load that. So I can't remember what I chose last time, so that's why I went with that. But I mean, if they didn't understand it, I mean, I knew it said something about fixing something, but I mean, it's French, so I didn't know that one word was snowplow. Okay, so he's still headed to the storehouse. Okay, we're good. I was worried for a minute. Okay. Now we'll go explore, and then we're going to explain the misunderstanding this time. So hopefully we won't step on any toes because we don't understand that this dude is asking us to fix his snowplow. We're just going to. Honesty above all. There we go. We told the storekeeper about his mistake. For a moment, we weren't sure whether he's about to burst into anger or tears, but then he closes his ledger and muttered a single sentence before he left. Merci, messieurs. Votre honnêteté vous honneur. So basically, he's thanking us for being honorable. I'm going to type that out really quick just to make sure that's what that says. Yes, thank you, gentlemen. Your honesty honors you, is what that that converts to in English. Woo! Okay, so they didn't take our workers from us this time because they were carrying food. So losing 188 food is can be kind of a big deal when you have no food. So try not to lose people. And like I said, you can always go back to the autosave and cross your fingers and hope and pray you don't have to kiss your ass goodbye because you fucked up. Close. I said close. There you go. And we're going to do this one. Unknown site, railroad track. Send foragers here to learn about this place. A long line stretches across the plains. I know we need to go check out the stuff on the shore. But. All right. I'm going to munch on some toast. I'm going to mute myself so you don't have to listen to me crunching. These motherfuckers just don't want to work. Low motivation. Sir, people lack motivation to do their jobs properly. The efficiency in all workplaces suffer as a result. We have to do something about it. Go back to work. I don't care if you're bored or depressed. Go back to work. You're trying to save humanity. Fine. We'll see what we can do. We already gave you horrors. Let's see. Let's just enact some bare knuckle fighting. Nothing relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all out slugfest. When I'm frustrated, I like to punch people. So, why wouldn't I? After introducing this law, another one can be passed in one day, 12 hours. Evening bouts will reduce discontent. Maybe that will raise your spirits so you'll get your ass back to work. There you go. We'll sign that. And it's going to be held at the public house, so we don't have to build anything extra. So that's even better. We still have that other building we have to build, though. Oh, no, wait. We didn't vote on that one. Whoops, my bad. Okay, so if you notice, I just deleted out that small section of road. The reason I did that is it likes to fill the area, and the building is actually smaller than the area it was trying to fill. So you want to delete those out so you're not wasting space. So, and there's nothing to farm there, so I can delete this building. What? Labor union, one man, one voice. Sir, the labor union you agreed to needs representations, but workers, if left to their own devices, will probably choose subversive activists to represent them. How shall we proceed? So the three options are: let them choose, motivation will rise, strike risk will also rise for 2 days. We could rig the elections like Trump and the motivation will rise, or we could let them choose and discontent will rise. We'll let them choose. Because rigging the election is bad. You should never rig an election. Are you hearing me, America? Don't rig the fucking elections. Oh, shit. It just destroyed trees. Okay, so we are at the stream. We're going to explore it. Yay, it's a good fishy spot. Even from the shore, we can see shoals of fish roaming the lake. We could stay here a few days and catch them. Site discovered, Mountain Pass and Bald Hill. So we're going to set up a camp and we're going to fish for 8 whole days. It's going to bring in food. That's great. Not that we need it because we got too much food already, but you know. What I need right now is a bunch of steel. Railroad tracks. Railroad track runs from horizon to the other. It's enormous. The rails are almost knee-high and run on very wide sleepers. So since we need to go here, I'm going to head here, which is the Trapper's Cabin. It says we can see a cabin under a rock. And that's going to take us 8 days, 6 hours. But we need to head to this location next, to be honest. We need to get as close to that one as possible. I'm just waiting on steel again. Yay, transport's arrived. Okay, we're going to do this research next. It takes 2 steam cores to build the steam reloading station. Oh, that's another thing I meant to do. We need to reload or upgrade the docks. But at least we have enough coal coming in that I can get a surplus of it right now. We're bringing in 57 steel a day, which is not enough because we need a bunch of those things built. We have 65 vacant beds. Oh, somebody's sick. Got too much flipping food. We're going to feed those people. We're waiting on buildings to build, so we're going to speed stuff up. But usually it takes me like 2 or 3 days to win one of these campaigns, so, you know. Now the charcoal kiln should give us, whoa, that's a nice boost. Okay, so let me turn this on 24 hours a day to see if that helps. Oh, we have just enough coal coming in. Okay, that's what we need. I need 6 more of the steam exchangers. And we're going to speed stuff up. And I'm going to eat some toast. And we're going to, oh, hang on. Forager's ready. Let's see. The cabin is sturdy and shielded from the prevailing winds by the rock. It offers food rations, which is great. It says Trapper's Cabin, a cozy refuge. A cast iron stove stands beside a desk and a sturdy chair. 2 books lie on the desk. One says On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection or the Preservation of Flavored Races in the Struggle for Life by Charles Darwin. It says M.A. and Voyage au Centre de la Terre, a novel by Jules Verne. Also, there's a crate of canned food here. So it says these are good books. We'll read them someday, but for now, let's just take the food. I don't know why the screen was flashing. That is kind of annoying. So I'm going to head back to the construction site, which is 15 hours away, so I don't lose anything I have on me. And then we'll go to the next site. And we're going to speed this up. I'm going to mute myself and crunch on toast. Labor union, power to the people. Several union representatives visit you to talk about involving the workers in the decision making. Trust us, people have plenty of ideas about how to do things better and safer. Grins the wiry stoker. Though not always cheaper, show us you are willing to listen to us and everyone will put their hearts into work. I think that's a good idea. So we have 2 days to pass a workers' council, and in 4 hours we can do that. That's what I meant to do last time and I forgot. So ADHD brain. Okay, so those foragers have come back, so we're going to send them here. Nature sculpture. We see something that from the distance looks like a gigantic statue. Isn't that where they said the supplies were supposed to be? Where the hell are the supplies? Nesting boat. The ones that are grayed out are ones I've already been to, so I don't know where the supplies are that they were mentioning. What? Why are you on strike? People. Okay, now we can do the workers' council that I meant to do last time. So, workers' council. Working people will take part in the decision-making process through workers' councils. This should give them an alternative to going on strike. So we're going to assign that. And now we have to build the building. That costs 20 steel. So that's going to have to wait a little bit. Because I'm always broke. I'm broke. I'm steel poor. As we suspected, it's just a tall rock sculpted by winds into a shape that from certain angles looks like a standing human. It's a useful landmark nonetheless. So we're going to move on. Field kitchen. Field kitchen. We can see something that looks like a field kitchen among the rocks over there. All right, let's go check it out. Maybe they got some good eats. We got 4 sick people. Let's feed them extra so they get better faster. Shit, we're out of coal. Okay, so I'm going to have to turn this down to medium so I can get some stockpile built up. And let's see. Resources. What are you, bathhouse? Oh, yeah, you are. Are we there yet? How about now? And we're going to have to wait because I need to build that building and I need steel to do that. So, field kitchen. We found no food in the field kitchen, although it must have been used recently. There are still some water and 2 large pots inside. Nice. And here's the site I was looking for. Site 107. This must be the ill-fated generator construction site number 107 we were told about. Yes. Yay, we found it. Okay, we need steel to build that building. Now we got 20. Labor and council square. What? I'm trying to build your shit. What the fuck do you want now? There's your building, asswipe. Workers' Council. Engineers, please. Sir, several engineers want to share with you their concerns about Workers' Council and ask for reassurances. We appreciate your efforts to motivate the workers, but giving them too much power would diminish our authority and blur the responsibility. And before you commit to any of their ideas, remember that they know nothing about generator design. So we have to tell them, relax, you're still in charge, or watch out, nobody's indispensable. So this first one says motivation will fall, and the other one says discontent will rise slightly. So we're going to just pick that one because I'm tired of their snooty attitude. And motivation's really low, and we have to have that stay up. We are 3 days behind schedule right now. Oh, look, they're on strike. Look, just feed them. Feed them. What are you doing? Okay, so we can't bring that food in because it's full. I guess I could change that one to food. Like, we got way too much food. You know what? I don't need you guys running right now, so let's just turn you off. Got too much food coming in. I ain't got enough stuff to do with the food. Too much food. What I could do is have you guys burning trees. Ooh. Oh, we need 2 steam cores for that? Crap. I would just wait. I need more steel anyways. Okay, here we go. Site 107 dilemma. There are still people here packing their belongings and preparing dozens of coffins for transport. A young engineer approaches us. Search might provide structural profiles, steam exchangers, steam cores, and survivors. That's fine. We'll take them all. We want everything. Site 107, I told them so. The young engineer who introduced himself as herself as Effie McLaughlin is relieved to see us. I'm glad you came. We are to be evacuated, but you just can't be sure in these times, she says. Then she tells us what happened. Long story short, the core of their generator exploded after a fire broke out on the final stages of construction. Effie said she saw the tragedy coming, but no one would listen to her. The youngest engineer on site, she and some friends are not giving up. They want to use their experience to help us finish our generator. That sounds rather nice of her. So we're going to take them to our camp, along with 10 profiles, 1 steam core, 5 of the, what are you? I can't read it. And then 12 people. Or we could just take the resources, but I'd rather have the people too. So, yay. And that one's waiting because the food is capped. So, just in case, I want to make sure they have housing. Because, it would be rather rude to invite them over to stay and they didn't have nowhere to sleep. Right? Yay. Workers' Council was just built. Feed the people. Like, I got so much extra food, I kind of have to feed the people. Okay, so now the foragers have returned safely. I can disband them to their quarters or send them back out on the plains. So we now have the next pieces that we need. And they're coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Bald Hill next. It says unknown site, Bald Hill. A hill with a rocky top rises above the plains. It's going to take 22 hours to get there because you always want to keep these people moving on the map. You always want to make sure that you've got somebody running around picking stuff up because you never know what you're going to find. And now that we've got enough of the steam exchangers, don't know, 23. Okay, that should be enough there. Hello? Yeah, I'm trying to build the next spot. There we go. Okay, now this takes different people to build than the other one. It says no employees available. Oh, because those are all engineers. My bad. So we're just going to put the engineers there. You're not doing anything. Max. And when I'm not actively like building stuff, or when I have people that are not needed in certain areas, I always move them around. Fuck. 10 people just died. An accident, killed by a machine. So our policy of savings is implicated in a fatal accident. A few of our workers were killed by a malfunctioning machine. We've already informed the relatives of their fate. This accident happened because Tower Pump's workplace safety is deadly. Look, I just installed all the safety measures. What do you mean deadly? I literally just fucking installed that shit. Look, safety measures are on. I even put in protective structures and they still fuck. Letters from home, releasing tension. Sir, 2 of our people got into a fist fight, apparently over the lewd pictures that came by mail earlier. Nothing too serious, although one of them got a sprained wrist. The original recipient of the picture is clamoring to get it back, while the other man insists that he won it fair and square in a game of whist, which is cards for those of you that don't know. As it is difficult to tell where the truth lies, people seem to expect you to settle it. So we can either punish them both, take their picture, or not get involved. So we're just going to punish them both. Y'all want to fight over a piece of paper? Okay. Y'all be petty. Both go to timeout. But our motivation is dangerously low. And I've got 4 hours before I can vote on anything positive, and I may have to install a fucking church, which I don't want to do. I don't want them to have churches. There's a reason for that. Wait, can I put the engineers? No, I cannot. It really sucks that I can't put engineers more places than I have them. I've got them in the kitchen. I've got them in the research place, the medical post, and the horror house, but I can't put them anywhere else. Like, y'all are good for nothing motherfuckers, man. Now I can vote. So, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to build a chapel so they have something to look forward to, because this should raise motivation. So, I'm sorry, guys. I have to give you organized religion. I apologize. I didn't want to. I really didn't. I don't think you should be forced to believe in something. Now they're bitching not many people have access to it. Okay, so we finally got to the next place, Bald Hill. The hill isn't very tall, but offers a wide view over the plains. We can see a string of dark spots not very far from here. So we're going to go to the Lost Crates, which says several large crates lie scattered among the rocks. Maybe they fell off of something. Who knows? Yeah, I don't agree with forcing people to go to church. Like I remember when I was little, my parents forced us every weekend to go to church, and to be honest, it was awful. I hated it. I hated going to church. I hated being forced to be friendly with people that were always fucking rude to me. I don't think anybody should be forced to do something like that. It's just not right. And there goes the tower pump on strike. I kind of knew that was coming. So we're going to negotiate with them. It's the same scenario every time. And I always give them extra food because I've got so much food right now, I can afford it. So I'm more than happy to feed the people. Always. Always feed the people. Fed people seem to be more happy. Got about 2 hours before I can do something else there. Now what do you want? Uh-oh. Rumble in the deep. Sir, people working in the deepest part of the shaft report rumbling sounds and slight tremors coming from below. They complain of getting dizzy from toxic fumes coming through the cracks. We might be forced to evacuate them quickly in case of emergency. To do this, we'll need safety equipment for both the rescuers and the shaft crew. It will also protect the workers from the fumes, providing workplace safety. Shall we make it? And we need 5 steam exchangers, so I need to get those built. So, one. Shit, I don't have enough metal. Okay, if I take that one off, I can build 2, which means I need 1 more. I need 15 steel to make 1 more. What? An alternative design. A construction site worker comes up with an ingenious redesign of joints using use in scaffolding and form work. It's a minor and apparent safe change which should significantly advance work. Will you order the adoption? It says construction will advance by 10%. So I'm going to definitely do that. And I need steel. No. I've been fired. Fuck. I got fired. This one's a hard one. So what we can do is we can either go back and load a saved game. Because we have this one here that was saved on day 17. Or we could do the last one, which was day 25. So I'm going to go back to day 17 and load that. Because I plan on streaming till at least 2 a.m. anyways. And the fact that they just fired me. So that happens. And when they fire you, you're done. Like in some of the maps, they literally send you out in the cold to die. All right, so we're going to go ahead and delete that early. And this looks like it needs to be, oh, that's already deleting. And I'll build that there so I can start clearing those trees out, because I know I'm going to have to build there. But I can turn this off and get stuff building over here, because now I know what I screwed up on and what I need to build. It's one of the good things that you can go back, and because there's a book of laws, we're going to go ahead and do the chapel now to get that motivation up. And we need 10 steel to do that. So we're going to have to wait. There we go. Now we can build it. And then the next thing I'll probably do is the care house and the bare knuckle bouts. But also I need to do, oh, I don't have it up here yet, where they were like, we want to say in what we do kind of thing. So I'm going to go, oh, and because I remember I forgot to turn this on. So we're going to turn that on now because I forgot. I can't believe I didn't have those on for everything. So we're going to make sure those are all toggled on now and see if we can make it day 25 and not get fired, because we're on day 17 right now. And it says day 17 right up here. You can always see it. You can also see the temperature, what the time of day is. And this just tells you like how many days are coming up, that kind of thing. These are all your building resources. Okay, so now we have toxic gas. But I'm glad that I turned on the other feature, because that is helpful. It looks like I just got a shipment in. So, oh, they're coming. Here they go. So 2 steam cores and 5 people. You just move people around. And we're just going to feed some of this up. Okay, chapel's built, motivation went up. That's good. And there's the transport with people. Okay, now I can do the next research thing. Okay, let's do the charcoal kiln, because I ran out of coal and I want to make sure that I have that covered in the future. So this is all about planning. This game is thinking ahead. You build now for the future, and you have to think about, okay, so if I build this now, not only is it taking up space that I may have to delete later, but how is my city going to benefit from this? So the majority of that is something that you have to constantly keep in your forethought, because if you don't, and I forgot, these people are still out here foraging for days. So I've got this one going for 2 days and that one going. So as soon as I can get the other place over there opened up for that site 107, I'll probably just send my guys over there next. That way we can get people and resources faster. You can keep those built up as well. That way I can keep structural profiles and stuff always on and whatnot. It makes it safer for them to build. We'd rather not have the thing blow up again. And there's the Book of Laws. So we gave them chapel. Now we're going to give them a care house so that the people that are injured now have somewhere to go. And we're going to see, there's only one person here, but we're going to feed them just because we got all that extra food. So, let's not be stingy. Let's speed this up. Looks like it's raining. It's raining. Yay. Motivation. Oh, well, it fell because we lost. Every morning we lose motivation. So we're going to have them go to the small waterfall next. Well, I mean, we've already been there, but not this time around because we went back. We went back to yesterday's save, which is fine. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to go back and rethink your actions and uh-oh. The engineer that I had in the whorehouse got sick, so. So we're 4 days behind schedule. Oh, it's nice that it tells you the total cost. 68 structural profiles, 45 steel components, and 60 steam exchangers. That's a whole lot of steel, man. I'm barely surviving with the steel I got. What's this? End of disease. Nope, we can't afford it. We are keeping the whorehouses open. I don't care what they say. Like I said, wear a raincoat, man. Wear your slippery pajamas. I don't fucking care. If y'all were a little bit more hygienic, you wouldn't be getting the clap. Just saying. All right, so that's researched. And then we need 50 steel for the next thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get the charcoal kiln building as soon as I get 30 steel. I need one more. There we go. Huge coal pile depleted. So there's the coal just depleted out. So now we can put those workers somewhere else. There we go. And then I need 50 steel to build the next research thing. Oh, we can. Let's vote for fisticuffs now. That way they relieve some stress, Motivation gets a little better. They can take out their frustration on each other's faces. What? Oh. So they reached the waterfall, and we're going to go to the rock arch. If you're having deja vu, it's okay. So am I. And it still exploded, even with the safety measures. But it says we can send a rescue team now. So that's one improvement I did. So it says the workers that were trapped will live. So that's great. Yay! I didn't fuck up that. That's awesome. So they're striking because they're mad, so we're going to feed them. And we're going to lean on the workers because that's the smart thing to do. And we have to wait to vote for that. So, oh, I hear movement. They fired me.
I know, I heard.
Oh, are you actually watching?
Yeah.
Because it says I have 3 people watching, and I think Casey's one of them. So that you make 2, but I don't know who the third one is. So
I was too busy trying to
save your own city. At least your people don't have the clap.
No, I didn't want to.
And they're mad because I'm treating the prostitutes that have the clap. They're like, we need to stop treating the prostitutes. We need to close. Look, y'all are already having enough issues. You really expect me to close the whorehouse, which is the only tension reliever that you have, but then you don't want me to cure them when they're sick because you keep getting the clap. Yeah.
You think with a population of 200 people, you kind of get rid of some diseases?
Well, I have 202 people, but Casey says hi. He's going potty. He says hi. But yeah, you would think, okay, there are 3 bathhouses on this map. If they just knew how to apply soap while they were in there, it would solve a whole lot of problems. Because boys is nasty. What? No, they can keep the picture. I'm waiting on 2 steel. 1 more. Come on. 1 more. Give me 1 more. There we go. Yeah. I know we're out of steel. I just used it. I love how it tells me shit I already know. Hey, we don't have anybody in the medical post. Yay. We only have 1 person in the care house. Move on. Not in the lake. I'm not reading the ones I've already read. So because this is work is done for the day, I will wait to turn those back on. It's almost done anyways. There we go. Yay, it's completed. Let's see what he needs. Explore. Go fishing. Go fishing. And then this one's still good for another day and 33 minutes. So that's good. So now we can build the next set, which is the pressure valves. We're going to turn this shit on now so we don't have nobody, having some issues. I mean, they all have issues, but Okay, so just because I need steel more than anything right now, I'm just going to turn steel on over here. And then I need the... There's the abandoned site I was waiting for. So as soon as the other one finishes in 1 day, I can send them there. So we're going to double our efforts. And we can ask for more of those and more of these and order people. And you went to the next spot. Oh, you're good. Awesome. So we're going to send you here so then you can go and get the people and bring them over. Yay, tier 3. So we need steel for efficient fans. Waiting on this to build. Okay, so they're fighting over the picture. We're going to punish them both. I have 20 hours to wait before I can build the labor union thing. And it's going to be cutting it close. Oh, wait, I didn't build the labor union. Duh. Fuck. Let me delete that building. I just realized, and I'm going to have to delete that too. And there's no trees over here anymore, so we can delete that. And we can delete the road that went to it. That was my bad. I totally forgot about that. Good thing I didn't miss it this time. Almost did. Here we go. We got some more religious doctrine bullshit to force down the people's throats. I really hate having to build anything religious in games because I honestly don't feel we should force religion on anybody. Just saying. Now I got more steel coming in, which will be great because then I can get the profiles and shit built faster. Yay! Motivation rose. And I got 11 hours before I can do anything else there. Going to bring in 115 steel a day, which is great. It's double what I was. But again, you still can't get to the shipwreck that has 1,000 on it till everything freezes over, which sucks. Looks like the care house has 2 people in it. Let's go feed them. Boop. Yeah, I'm one of those Southern women that likes to think that as long as everybody's fed, they're happy. Because it's usually true. If you're fed, you're usually more happy. Okay, now we're heading to the field kitchen, and then the next site should be 107. Now I can research the fans.
I'm confused with the refugee mission.
Mm-hmm.
It just said I failed, but then I kept running because I didn't save 250 people. I got 270. It said you got most of them.
Yeah, as long as you save as many as you can, sometimes it goes on. Give me just a second. I'll wander down there. Let me sign this bill.
Oh, I guess that's it.
No, not really. You may have other objectives. That's what I want to come look at. But give me 2 seconds.
No, all the objectives just disappeared. So that's why I get confused. It's like, is it done then?
That's odd. Yeah, give me just a second. Yeah, we'll let them choose. Structural profiles are good. And I guess we'll throw one person over here so they can go fishing, even though we really don't need food. Okay, I'm going to let this run for a second. Let me go look at Jason's game and see what he's doing. Well, he screwed up his game. Like some of the stuff that he still has available to do, I would have already had done by now. But we have 2 different game styles that we do. So we'll see how he fares. Because all of the objectives on his screen, like here, I have this one here you can see on mine. All of his objectives are now gone. But all of the places on the map that he should have already searched are now available to search. So he didn't send scouts out at all. And that's one thing I cannot harp enough to you guys. Keep your scouts searching. You need 40 lumber and 10 steel and 5 workers on most standard maps in order to send them out. So keep your people moving because they bring in extra resources. They find people to bring back that help work for you. They bring food and steam cores and all kinds of stuff that they find on the map. So keep your people moving. Like the biggest thing I could say is that. Okay, so now we're going to head on to the Site 107. Like I said, always keep your people moving. I know it's a lot of moving pieces to keep up with, but trust me, it makes a big difference. Uh-oh. Oh, I touched something on the keyboard. Whoops. I was like, what happened? Yeah, just start it over. That might be better. That way you can see where you made your mistake. Because you should have already had sent people, the scouts, to those locations that were on your map. And like I've said before, you can easily restart this or go back. Y'all were literally building one fucking thing and you want to go on strike. Okay, so on your map, the first thing that you want to do, I don't know who you're talking to, but on your resources thing, the 4 across the top are the first things that you want to research on any of the regular maps. Like hands down, those are the first things you do. Or you do resource gathering, and then you go to where you unlock the ability to send out scouts, and then come back and build research sawmill and then steel, because of those are the next 2 things that you're going to run out of. So that's usually what I do is I do resource gathering, scouts, for the buoy thing, and then sawmill and then steel. And then you can worry about your coal thumpers and stuff like that later. Okay, so I just upgraded the docks, which means they'll be bringing in stuff faster. So, because I didn't say what I was doing, upgraded docks. It says ships bring in large quantities of basic materials from local sources are efficiently unloaded here for the upgraded docks. And then if we want to read more, we can go to the technology tree and upgraded docks. So it says allows us to build upgraded docks to and unload resources from ships faster, forming two even piles. Ships bring large quantities of basic materials from local sources are efficiently unloaded here. And then the next thing I'm going to do is unlock this when it's done. But there should be, because I've got the one here that's collecting 23 or 25.3 an hour. There's now a second one here. So if I wanted to, I could build another one of these, or I could just put people on it. I don't have enough people right now, so that's the problem. And that only gives me enough for almost 3. So we're going to unlock this. Oh, the profile's done. So now we can build the next one. Okay, so we need one more of those. And I need steel to do that. Oh, well, that works too. So no, we don't need to build those because they just brought them in. So we're going to turn on safety stuff. Oh, I just flip and turn this. Damn it. I literally just turned on all the safety stuff. And they're like, see ya. That's it for the day. You're like, look. Okay, so we can go here and go to Bald Hill that we've already been to before we burn the world down. And these guys are engineers, so we can't do anything with them because they're engineers and they kind of suck. Like, I can't even put them to work on the piles and stuff. That's how little engineers mean. I have 4 buildings I can put engineers in, and that's it. I need at least 30 people to put on the docks when I build the second set of harvesting things. But that really sucks that I can't even put engineers here. Bunch of freeloaders. That's fucking rude. Okay, so I wanted to we have a couple of people that have like amputations. So I wanted to work on that next. So this allows for prosthetics to be sent in. So it says prosthesis shipments. Try saying that 3 times fast. We will return our amputees the ability to work and order prosthesis for them. After introducing this law, I can choose another one in 1 day, 21 hours. It says the new resources prosthesis can be ordered from the telegraph station, which is great. Amputees will be fitted with prosthesis in medical facilities and will be able to work again. And then medical reparations, it says we can't afford feeding those who can't work. Therefore, amputees will be sent back to London into the care of their families, which is rude as fuck. So we're going to make sure that, you know, they want to work, they can go back to work. I've got 2 people in here now. So I need 2. I need 1 more. I'm going to extend the range of my sawmills. It says sawmills and steam sawmills ranges will increase by 50%, which gives them a wider range in order to harvest. So like if you see this little white ring now, it extends out so I can harvest more trees without having to keep demolishing and rebuilding buildings. So. I think that's where we were heading last time when I got fired, was Lost Crates. I think we're catching back up to where I was. Somebody got in a fisticuffs fight. Somebody got sent to the doctor. That's what that said. Okay, now they've reached the Lost Crates. These heavy wooden crates are used to transport valuable or fragile goods. They are stenciled with a prominent sign warning against dropping them. So these have steel components and steam exchangers, which we desperately need. Because I need like 50 steel components for the next part. So, Lost Crates, finders, keepers. Inspect the crates. We found some steam exchangers and steel composites. These valuable resources must have been destined for the Winterholm construction site, but it seems they got mislaid, fell off a trailer or something. Says the site discovered cargo convoy, so we could take it and get 10 and 20, or they're not ours. It says the owners could be looking for it. Too bad, so sad, sucker. I'm taking them. Mine. And because I know how stuff goes, I am dropping them motherfuckers right back off. So yoink. I need them. I need them more than they do. They mine now. Mine. Can't have them. Safety equipment. Sir, we have now enough resources to prepare the safety equipment necessary to ensure evacuation of people working in the deepest parts of the shaft in case of emergency. Yes, we'll do it. Yes, yes, yes. Safety first, people. Safety first. Let me turn that back on. Yay. Okay, so we brought that stuff back safely. And we're going to head over to the cargo convoy. Get off my screen. No, stop it. I can't fucking see if you're open. This is so infuriating. Ow, Jesus Christ, that was a pain in the ass. I hate how they do some of that stuff. It is quite annoying. Okay, we ordered people and prosthetics. All right, now the sawmill range just changed. It can do a much larger area now. I'm going to take 5 off of here and put them back over here. So now they can get quite a lot. And I'm going to take 5 people off of here and put them here so they can work. What? Huh? Oh, hello? Workers' Council, never forget. Boss Workers' Council wants to celebrate the anniversary of Edinburgh Bread riots to give everyone the rest of the day off in honor of the fallen comrades killed by the army. But the engineers disagree. The bullets might have killed them, but it was the global cooling that caused the crop failure, famine, and riots. The best way to honor its victims would be to keep working and finish the generator on time. So, I mean, I can't tell what time of day it is, but let's just give them the rest of the work off for the day. All workplaces will close for the rest of the day. That's fine. Oh, they only had 2 hours of work left. Not a big deal. Really not a big deal. Ooh, 2 hours off. I think we could afford that. Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff. And look at that. Strike stuff over. Ta-da! Need 40 lumber. So that wasn't a bad trade-off. They literally only had two hours left of the workday, and it ended over the night. So they think that they got something, but they really didn't get anything. Other than I lost productivity for like 2 hours. Big whoop. Oh no. What happened? Damaged scaffolding, an accident. Sir, a section of scaffolding has collapsed. There were no fatalities, but several workers are seriously injured. We should take care of them immediately. This accident happened because tower pump workplace safety is dangerous. So this is unfortunate. We're going to go to the infirmary place, and we're going to see the patients here, and we're going to feed them so they get better faster. Yay me. And again, I don't want to give them cocaine. Oh, let's do evening services because that'll raise morale. So, and because people were hurt, see this? It says cost 20 food rations. There's a short sermon that will be delivered in this place of worship, and it will make everybody happy. And that affects both churches. So if you activate it in one, it activates in both. Oh, did I? Oh, I did. I just got all the people I needed. Boop. Okay, so this says dilemma cargo convoy. The drivers got out of the haulers and gathered in circles. They seemed to be troubled. Uh-oh, explore. Cargo convoys. Are these yours? It appears that the convoy is heading for Winterholm. That's a long way from here. They are carrying parts crucial for the proper operation of Winterholm's generator. It seems that they lost several crates along the way. Without them, the construction of their generator might be compromised. Uh-oh. I already took them. So we could return the crates, which we can't. Or it says, we will keep the precious resources and use them for our own generator, which we're going to do. Not like they're going to know we took them, right? And then we're going to go to the mountain pass. Unknown site, mountain pass. Countless reindeer tracks lead towards the mountain pass. So we're going to go there next. Takes 18 days and 22 hours. We're about 2 days behind schedule right now. What happened? I thought I was doing good. Crap. Well, it's 2 a.m. anyways. So it says, I've been fired. You've been warned about consequences, and yet you failed to meet another milestone. You're fired and sent home on the first outbound ship. Your replacement is on the way. Let's hope one of the titans of industry. It's one of the titans of industry. It will take one to finish the generator on time. I did my best. So that one failed. So what I can probably do, because these are difficult and, you know, they're time consuming. Tomorrow's the last day of training for me. So what I can do is Monday, because I only work a few hours on Monday, when I get off of work on Monday, because it's my first day on like production, I can start this map over and we can run through it again. And in that way, because I mean, this really is kind of like the precursor thing. If you can't win this one, it's bad. So anyways, it's getting late. I need to head back to bed so I can get up in the morning at 8 for work. And I will see you all later. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Warcraft 3 Reforged video that went up at noon today. Because, you know, I had a lot of fun playing that. And it really was fun to go back and revisit that game after so long of not playing it. I mean, it literally had been 15 years since I had played that game. Whenever Windows stopped supporting that game, I couldn't play it anymore. So I have the game discs and I own the game, but you would put it in the machine and it says you can't run it. So what we had done initially was we had installed another version of the Windows operating system and trying to toggle back then between the old one and the new one. Like you boot up in the new one, but then you have another one that you try and run through a partition on your hard drive. It gets kind of complicated trying to play older video games. There's several video games that I used to really enjoy that I can't play anymore. Like the Magic the Gathering Shimmerillion one, or whatever that one was called, Chandelar. I used to really enjoy playing that. And after I think about 2002, 2003 is when we couldn't play that anymore, because whenever the newest Windows came out, we lost the ability to play most of the games that we had played in the late 90s, early 2000s, and that really sucked. So as somebody that's gamed for a very long time, that is, you know, really enjoyed some of the retro gaming, like Masters of Orion, you know, like 1, 2, and 3. Well, at least 1 and 2. I think 3 came out later. But we couldn't go back and play them. King's Quest, I used to love playing King's Quest. All the Sierra games that used to come out, oh my God, I used to love those. Heroes of Might and Magic, Age of Empires. I played all of that stuff. I still have a box edition of Age of Empires, and somebody registered it before I could use it. And so now I can't even register the, you know, collector's edition that I own, which really pisses me off. but like I had all the Heroes games, all of them, every Heroes of Might and Magic game, all the way up until Ubisoft bought them out, and they started producing like Heroes 5, Heroes 10, and so on. And so like I played all of those. I still own most of the CD discs for them, but because of the operating systems that we have, you can't use them anymore. And I don't have Windows 11 yet, thank God. But I'm still on Windows 10, but still anything past like, you know, XP, and you can't play a lot of the games that I used to really enjoy. So playing some of these older games is nostalgic for me. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy that series. It's going to run until March. I literally have enough videos edited and they're already scheduled. I have every event scheduled. Here's my 2023 calendar. I will show you. This is February and January. And the last one is on March 4th. So I'm scheduled out till March of next year with that. So I had a lot of fun playing it. And then what I can probably do is live stream actual World of Warcraft when some of the episodes go live. I've never really played Horde. I've never really enjoyed Horde characters. I don't like the way they look unless you're playing a Blood Elf, and then everybody just thinks they're frou-frou. Look, if I don't schedule stuff, my ADHD goes off in left field and I completely forget. I have to like keep track of stuff because if I don't, I always forget. I write stuff down all the time. I have, just to give you an example, this like, I get these little reused paper books from the dollar store. See all these? This is how I keep track of stuff, are these cute little notebooks. This one, I think, this one's only got some stuff in it because it's new. That's fine. I had one that was like literally every video that I uploaded on YouTube, every video I filmed, I would write in one of these books what date it was, what I filmed, what palettes I used, what colors were used in the palettes, the brushes, the products I use on my face. I used one of these for every video that I filmed, everything. And it's recycled paper, so I'm thankfully not, you know, ruining too much of the planet with them. But I mean, these little notebooks are super handy, and I have to keep track of stuff because if I don't, I literally forget my life. Oh, and since you're here, Casey, I wanted to show you. I kept this on my desk so I didn't forget, because if I don't see it, I can't see it. This is what was sent to me, by the way. I've already used some of it, but I wanted to show you that this is what came in the mail for the gift that you sent me. So for my birthday, and of course, you know, the card comes out and whatnot, and then you can just add it to your account. I don't know why it doesn't allow you to select e-gift cards as like something on your wish list, which is kind of stupid. But I thought this was really cute. It came and it looks like a little present. And there's like an actual ribbon and stuff on it. So I wanted to say thank you for that. Yes, and that was what I used to do. Like when I do, I don't have one of those little books in here that has all the old YouTube notes on it, but like it says a date, it says a time, like, and when I would upload it on my other channel, what I would do is I would put a date on there, you know, when it was filmed, and then when it went live, I would put on there when it was published on YouTube. So I was always keeping track of that stuff, so that if I needed to go back and look at something, or like if I wanted to know when I got something, I could go back and figure out when I got something or where it came from or something like that. So it helped me keep stuff straight in my head. I know a lot of people do like makeup inventories and stuff like that. I tried doing a makeup inventory of like when I bought stuff and when palettes and stuff came in, and they have like spreadsheets and stuff that they use. And I'm like, Lord, I ain't got enough hours in the day to keep up with all that shit. They put down like what products they use every day and how many times they use it each month, and what their favorite colors. I'm like, look, I ain't got time for all that mess. I just don't. Like, I'm pretty organized when it comes to a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty detail oriented, but there's some things that I'm like, oh my God, why? Like, I sit here and I'm like, okay, I have this to do and this to do and this to do and this to do and this to do, this to do. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck all of it. I don't play it. I don't want to do any of it. I'm just go play a video game. Because 9 times out of 10, instead of like sweeping the floor or washing the dishes or folding laundry and putting it away, because I still don't understand as an adult. We wash laundry. This shit's clean. Just dig it out of the basket and throw it back on. Why do we have to fold it and put it away? I don't understand. Can I just leave it in the basket? But yeah. I mean, does that not make sense? It's clean. You know it's clean. Just dig it out of the basket, put it back on the next time you need to wear something. Like, why you got to go to the effort of folding it, putting it in a drawer? If I don't see something, I forget. Okay, that's just how I am. So, and most of the time, I'd rather just be playing a video game anyway. So, like, I played StarCraft 2 on my lunch break today because I could. And of course, the one match that I go into, the guy, we're on like one of the hardest co-op maps, and then the guy, I look, and he's on hard mode. I'm like, dude. I mean, I'm on lunch. I'm just trying to, kill some time and eat my salad and have some fun and blow off some steam. And you guys have to fucking pick hard mode for one of the hardest maps. I'm like, yes, I vote for leaving laundry in the basket forever. Yes. Until the cats go to lay on it, and then I yell at him for laying on it because I don't want cat hair all over my clothes because of allergies. And Jason suffers from allergies worse than I do. So he snores extra loud at night if the cats lay on his laundry. So I try and keep them off his laundry so I can actually sleep. But okay, I've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I need to start getting ready for bed. I have a little bit of toast left to finish eating so that I have something in my stomach to go to sleep with. I've taken some meds, and so that's why I want food in my stomach. My head is pounding, my ears are ringing, so that's a whole lot of fun. I will be calling the doctor on Monday just because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of whatever this pain is. And they found the damage when I was in the hospital between the CT scans and the MRIs and all that kind of stuff. They did find the damage in my neck. But now when I go to like turn my neck certain positions or my head certain directions, my neck makes this crunching noise, and then pain just shoots everywhere. So I'm thinking that's not really a good thing. And I know that I've had, after falling off the moving truck on the motorcycle, I have damage on my neck from that. And I would prefer not to be a paraplegic due to, something I did like whiplash or my motorcycle accidents, that kind of thing. So, because I like to be able to use my hands to play video games. And it's also nice to be able to walk. For those of you that have never been in a wheelchair before, if you've ever had an accident where you've ended up in the wheelchair and then had to relearn how to walk, walking for the win. It is hands down. I can't speak highly enough about it, because when you've been strapped in a wheelchair for several years, the ability to walk again is hands down like the best thing next to sliced bread. Speaking from experience. So I know I need to get my neck checked out because I don't want to cause any permanent damage to my back or lose the ability to use my legs again, because spending 2 years in a wheelchair really sucked. So anyways, sorry to end this on a sad note. I'm going to let you guys go. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. Casey, it is 8:30 in the morning there now. So you're just starting your day. I'm trying to go to bed. And probably after work tomorrow, I will not stream tomorrow night, but maybe Monday I can come in because I'm not working that many hours and I shouldn't be too wore out. So then I can restart that map and we can try over. And I will try not to get fired again this time. So I will see you all later. Bye.